Alright, today is July 15th, 2025. The cemetery committee is meeting, so I'll call to order at 5 o'clock. Approval of minutes for June 17th. I had two mistakes, and I've already texted them to Hannah. She spelt Rose wrong, and she spelled Jay Sargent's name wrong. So those are the only two that
And
I found.
on the website, we've got the meeting Tuesday, June 10th.
Yeah, I just noticed that. So we'll have her fix the date as well. So,
Was she here for the last meeting?
she was not, she took it off the recording,
Okay,
so.
she's not here for this one.
She's gonna take it off the recording.
Okay.
So, any other changes? Do I hear a motion?
Well, with your corrections, move to accept.
I second it.
Everybody agree?
Aye.
Alright, July 8th, which was our walking meeting, which we didn't have any minutes for, so we don't need to vote on anything there. Any modifications? And I see no citizens, so no citizens concerns. Fencing update.
I did hear back from MRM.
Mm-hmm.
So he said 400 feet of split rail installed was $7,330, which might. So I think one of the things is we've got a lot of different measurements out there of.
Yeah, I sent, Mark the actual lot size, that's not maybe what we can enclose, but that's what, how big the lot is. But, and I forgot what it was.
Well, at one point we had talked about 180. I had looked on the map, but I don't know how accurate the map is that's online.
Right.
But it was like 187 by 100 by something.
So 200 by 200 would be close.
Yeah. And you said 400.
I had 400 feet. I had 100 by 100.
Oh,
So
I thought you had 200 by 200. You said
No.
400 by
400 total feet.
That'll
Yeah,
get us
400.
close. That'll get us close.
Okay.
So should we try to get our estimates in writing so that we can take them to the select board and put it in the budget for next year?
Well, I think.
We don't have it this year.
All right, and I think we need
We
to be clearer on what our dimensions are,
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
and are we gonna look for estimates that are all the same thing, or
Should.
you know, you have chain, I have
The
split
same
rail.
style of
He
fence, the
had,
same
2x4s
materials,
or
the same,
something,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, well, we can give them a variety of choices.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
like he originally said split rail, I think 2x4s, and then the black like aluminum.
Right.
He's said that split rail is usually your most cost effective choice. So I mean, if 100 by 100 is 7,300, I can only imagine what aluminum is.
How the
It's
It's
other-
a nice
Uh,
black.
Right.
What's the wood they're using? Is it pressure treated? Is it cedar? Do we know what kind of,
I don't know.
something that's a hardwood that's gonna last a while?
Is somebody coming to visit?
I have no.
I'll check their mail, maybe.
I think it would be advisable to have estimates for 3 different styles
Right.
of fencing, if we can get the same measurements, so everybody that's bidding on it is bidding on the same apples to apples.
Right.
And would they hold an estimate they
Right.
make this year, would they hold it for next year after town meeting when we know whether we've got approval for
Right.
money to spend or
Right.
not?
Right. If they could guarantee the price through April 1st of 2026, we could do that.
If they would hold it till then. You sure you're gonna able to put fence in April?
No, but I mean, we could, if it passes the budget,
We could.
we could notify them by April first saying, yes, we're gonna go
Oh.
forward
Once
with
the
this
ground is
project.
thawed and you
As soon
can
as-
get into,
yeah.
and work the land,
Right.
yeah.
So another thought I had, and granted it's Riverside here, cause we have maybe a potential person who will pay that bill. I found out from Joanne that the town crew drove those iron stakes in and installed the fence down there. So I'm wondering if that's a possibility, if we go buy fence and
fencing.
some green posts, if we could get the town highway crew to do it for us.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Gary, did you call on that 200
I
feet?
did, everybody but Dad's didn't get an answer, I just did Tractor Supply, Home Depot, Lowe's,
Oh.
those guys.
Yep,
And fencing there is still just wire fencing,
yeah,
is 330 feet, $350 just for a wire.
so how
That
many
would be
feet?
At Lowe's, I think Tractor Supply had the cheapest, but then that all depending upon gauge,
Yeah,
and 330 feet, which is about what we need, right?
well, 200 is what I was thinking.
219 at woven fence, just.
That's just like a 4-foot woven, like cattle.
Yep,
Yeah,
4 foot with the little green stakes,
yeah, oh, yeah.
then the stakes are $5 a piece, so you can,
Yeah.
and if you need one every,
10 feet.
10 feet probably.
So what are they quoting for the whole?
they didn't quote, I just got these ship things, just this 330 feet roll was this, and this so much for
Okay,
every stake.
so we gotta do the math.
Yep.
To
So-
figure out,
So if you're going
330 feet.
300 feet, every 10 feet,
You need 30.
30.
Well, or 350. Yeah, you need
Yep.
30.
So it was $200 just for the roll itself?
$219 for the roll and $5 for each post,
So
roughly
that would be affordable,
30 times 5.
even if we don't have a private donation, if we could get the town to drive it.
How,
Five-
how
4
high
feet
is it?
high.
4 foot, thank you.
Yeah.
Cause this
Yep.
is the backside of,
Down by the river.
Down the river.
So,
So the trick is, and I don't know if.
What do farmers buy fencing?
Tractor Supply.
Yeah, cause it's probably the cheap.
Probably the cheapest, yeah.
Yep. And yet, if we go over there, it's no tax. Oh, it wouldn't be tax anyway.
Wouldn't be
for us.
taxed any hour in this town.
Yeah.
So the other fence is there, and I'm not sure how to go about pulling it out. I don't know if you can tie a tractor onto it and pull it.
Toyota.
If we had permission from Darwin and Joanne to go on their property to pull it off.
Just push it over and put the fence in front.
It's laying down right now, yes. Buried in a few spots, but yeah.
What fence?
I wanna play nice with the
Yeah.
neighbors. So, do you want me to pursue it? Or what do you wanna
Yeah.
do?
So what are we talking, $600?
Or do we wanna have a work day and we go down and pound stakes?
Well, I'd look to see if the town crew could do it again.
Would you like to reach out to the road foreman and ask him?
Yeah. I'll reach out to the select board chair.
Okay.
Who's the, or the road one of the road
Is
commissioners?
it Will Jones?
Or, Ron,
Okay,
okay,
alright.
if you don't mind doing that.
Nope.
I will reach out to my anonymous donor.
Yep.
And see, maybe, if not, if we don't get the anonymous donor, are we good with spending under $1,000 for a fence?
I'm good with that.
And at least
I
getting
think to
one
get
done?
get that done and over with this
Right.
season before bad weather comes again.
Right.
Let's wait for frost, make it more.
Yeah, yeah, when it's slippery.
Alright, anything else on, we were going over fencing, did you have any updates?
I haven't got anything back from Chris Dolan on Hill Cemetery yet.
So what we were thinking is if we all got written quotes, to compare that we can take to the select board, if they'll guarantee them through April 1st, cause we could put it in the budget for next town meeting,
Yeah.
and see what happens, cause,
If we put it as an item and people wouldn't hold it, could we use some of our, like this year we have like $3,500, we could also use that? If it was more or no?
we can't carry over whatever.
No, I mean, if we get, like, let's say it's gonna be $10,000 and we put it in the budget, and no one will hold our bid, but we
Right.
have our regular budget, we could put some towards that.
So you say make a down payment to a company,
Yeah, or use some of our funds that we have every year
right?
Just do
to
a
help
section.
pay, section at a time.
I will have to check with the treasurer on that, cause normally if we have a surplus in our budget, it goes back to the townspeople to vote on what we do with our surplus, cause we're all lumped together.
But we would have a regular budget, like right now we get like 3,500, right, or something like that.
Yep,
So, we would get our normal 35 and then we would ask for another
Yeah.
10.
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes,
And so we could use some of that 35
Yes,
in that
yes.
next budget season with.
unless we had another project we wanted to do, but yes,
Yes,
we can
yep.
totally add in whatever we want, yes.
Okay.
I mean, our only constant is the mowing.
Yeah.
And the sexton position. Those are the only definites. So, yeah, we can totally do that. Okay, alright, so we'll all work on more fencing and come back next month and talk about it again. Alright, DAR findings. So Gary and I took a ride with Deb Ball, right?
Yep.
And, I thought it went really, really well. I learned a lot from her. We went to Lower Waterford and her group of DAR people, what'd she say, like 5 people I think it was,
Yeah,
can come into a cemetery and clean 55 stones in 5 hours.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, that's.
but like she said, close, it'll take forever to clean all the stones.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So,
But if you're getting some of them,
Yep.
probably as soon as you finish, you'll be starting over again.
Probably trying to work your way through.
right.
Yep.
So she had suggested do a current cemetery 1 year and maybe do a closed cemetery the next year and go back and forth. We have talked about St. J Academy, and I did talk to someone who said in the fall, the sophomores all get together and decide what projects they want. So
Right.
there's not a fall working, so it would be a spring thing.
Right.
So,
But are they given different options?
they are,
Obviously, the kids probably come up with ideas themselves, but,
right,
and
right, so I
so
don't
their
know.
advisors and the adults that are helping them, they give suggestions also.
Right, so if we get picked, we wouldn't know, I wouldn't think until after they do that first initial meeting,
Probably not, no.
so, I don't know, but do we want to try to coordinate something with DAR to do some cleanings in September?
See, why not?
Gosh, I would say, sure, if they can do it.
Yeah. I mean, my other schedule is kinda crazy, but I know you work on Fridays and you work on Fridays, but I think the 3 of us are off on Fridays. That we could possibly do a Friday and meet with the women, and I have ideas of people in the community that we could probably ask maybe to help out. And then, but if you wanna do a Saturday, then we can figure that out too. It's up to you. I know, are you coaching this fall? You're not, okay.
Did you make them a copy of her notes?
I did not, but I can.
Yeah.
I can.
That was just,
But we went around and looked at a bunch of the stones, and she's like, this one you could epoxy back up, this one I would leave laying down, cause it's so frail and whatnot. And that's when we found more gopher holes, which
No,
I will show you where the gopher holes are. Gary, what else do you remember from that? Because we went there, we did drive-by through Riverside.
Did
Drove-
Babcock,
We went into Babcock, we hiked up there, we
Cush-
looked
drove
at
by
Cushman
Cushman.
from the car, and we looked at Stiles from the car. So, she said,
and Hills, right?
yeah, and Hills, yeah. So she seems very eager to assist us.
But on, what I thought was funny that she said that, like, even though we know we have problems, your cemeteries look very good for,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, that was
So, I mean, so there may not be as in desperate shape as some people want
That's
to paint us to
encouraging.
be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
So, and how many towns does she work with on cemeteries?
A lot.
Yeah,
a lot.
so. But,
So, I didn't know if we wanted to set a date for September, and then we can get back to her.
you're gonna have to see which they're available. for.
Right, exactly,
Yeah.
so if we pick a couple of dates and we can go back to her and say, I know Mark, you're
I
out the
won't be
first
here
2
the
weeks.
second and third week of September.
Which is fine, because she's not available that first weekend anyhow, cause she's out of town.
Oh, this is work? I never know.
And then, of course, it's all weather pending.
Right,
That's-
yeah, we don't need to be out there if there's a hurricane coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Thanks.
I've cleaned one cemetery in the rain, and that was not fun.
Maybe we just wanna discreetly see if anybody else wants to, cause she said something about calling St. Jay's Cemetery. Do you know anybody on the cemetery committee in St. Jay?
Isn't Timmy Kluart's on it?
Is he?
I think so. They call it commission though in St. John's.
Yeah, cause
Tim Kluart.
they went and cleaned some cemeteries there, she said, and she said,
I see Digger at White's Market all the time. He's
Yeah.
one of the employees there.
I don't ever see him anymore, so.
but we wouldn't be doing, we're just cleaning and not
We're just
scraping.
gonna clean, yeah, we're just gonna clean, I mean, she talked to us about, you know, which ones we could just scrape and, you know, which ones to put a rod in for the stones, but I think any stone repairs will wait until spring.
Right.
I've never repaired a stone, so that's all new to me. But we have all the cleaning materials.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I have the scrubbers and the spray bottles.
Kind of
and the
solution
D2, I have the
that
D2
they
and-
put on.
Yep, I actually have 2x4s and stuff like that to hold the stones back up, you know, and brace them so they can dry, so. But I definitely felt better when we walked away, I didn't feel so overwhelmed,
Oh, good.
because,
Mm.
you know, I was kind of like, we gotta get this all done, and she's like, no, this is years.
In your
Or more.
lifetime.
Yeah, exactly, so,
It'll never be done. There's always gonna be something
Right.
coming up.
Right.
It's
right,
ongoing forever.
right, exactly, so. So, do we want a Friday or do we want a Saturday?
I prefer a Friday myself. I don't know how the rest of you feel.
Cause
Just my
we're on the
preference.
first two, if we were to do,
It was the second and third week, so
oh,
ninth
second and
through
third
the,
week,
or eighth through the,
So the 12th
To
or
the
the
19th.
19th.
so you would be around the 26th.
Yeah.
I could do up until like 12:30, 1 o'clock. I have to be in St. Albans after that.
Every day.
No, that
Maybe
day.
What?
I have a game, the
Unfortunately.
26th.
I'll be-
of September.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I can make that date.
Okay. So do we wanna look at a Saturday then, either the 20th or the 27th?
That's a couple of days. I'm not sure that
Sure.
I don't, I can't say for certain that I could or couldn't. It's just something that's up in the air right now.
Right, no, I understand.
Is August too soon?
It depends on her schedule. What were you thinking for August?
I just didn't know if
but I would like to work with her, what's the best thing
Right,
for her, if she's
right.
being accommodating and gonna come and help
Right.
us.
Right, I guess I was just thinking like if we went like the 15th of August is a Friday and I'm not back, that's like the last Friday before I'm back in school, so I could be around
Right.
to help on a Friday.
Yeah, I couldn't make it that, I've got out of state company that whole week.
I've got tryouts, but I don't know what I'm doing yet. They're changing the rules. I'm gonna find out more tonight.
Maybe we do it backwards, reach out to her, see what days they might be
Yeah.
available.
I think that's
And then
that's a good
we'll find
suggestion,
somebody to show up to help
yeah,
somehow, some way.
Okay, alright,
I'll send Deb.
yeah.
there you go. Do you wanna reach out to her, or do you want me to?
I can,
Okay,
and that's in September,
August or September,
August or September,
see what she's got.
okay. Then
It
she
would
might
just-
tell us they're a year
Not to
out.
be difficult, I am like fully booked for August.
That's alright, that's alright. It just
Good
would,
thing I'm retired, I have no time to work. Just, when I did all this and work too.
right, right. It just would be nice to be able to go back to the townspeople and say, we actually did
Yes,
something
I
this year.
agree, and,
Yeah.
yeah, I
You
agree.
know, and like she suggested, take before and after pictures. So the before pictures will be easy, the after one, she says you have to wait almost a year
So-
before you see, or 6 months for the results to really come through.
Really?
Yeah, cause the chemicals still work.
Takes that long?
Oh, so it's killing the moss or lichen or getting rid of the
Yeah.
dirt, whatever's there.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see an obvious change when I did it that one time, you can see an obvious change, but I guess if you go back months later, it'll
It's
look
even
even different.
more noticeable.
Yeah. So, alright. Anything else, Gary, that I missed?
I just, she's more than helpful though, she'll be,
Yeah,
she is,
great resource.
yeah, she got all kinds of information that we have no clue about.
Right, right. And we didn't even talk to her about finding financial help out there,
Right,
which is something we could discuss this
Yeah,
winter
and
with her and see.
and she knows where that is too, but
Does she live locally?
I don't know where she,
I don't know where summers or winters in Florida, so.
Oh.
right, and she has a,
She has a
her
second.
business was Burlington or Colchester or someplace over
Oh,
that
so
way.
she may not be in this area
When she
then.
did that, but
Okay,
but she must be because it's a local chapter of the DAR. But that's all the Northeast Kingdom.
Yeah, isn't
Right.
Nola Forbes a member of
Yep,
that
and-
DAR?
She said
Yeah.
she'd be more than willing to step in and give us a hand if anybody wanted to reach out to her too. So, I think that's all the DAR does, is like, they're fixated on history, which is cemeteries, so
right,
they,
so,
if they can't read them, they don't know what happened, yeah.
right. So our next thing was sign update, I don't recall what that was about.
Probably those are the right way.
I thought we,
Is it those signs there? The ones him and I gonna do?
I don't know, we didn't show them to you guys last time? I don't remember. Okay, so maybe that's what it was.
When's your
then.
life slowing down? A while,
Yeah.
right?
So,
You
these are,
have Mondays and Tuesdays up, is
these
that
are
what you do?
countertops.
What?
What days do you have off?
Feel how heavy that is? It's not bad.
So maybe,
Like that.
Even if we just went out and put one or two up, but.
alright,
So, those are our signs.
Nice, I like that.
So the good thing about it is when and if this part fades, you spray paint it, and then you just sand off the extra black right off of it.
Cool.
So what I noticed when I went and looked at the other one, I think West Waterford has one like this. They just pre-drilled 2 holes right in the middle and screwed them to the post.
so the post at Styles looks pretty, looks like somebody screwed the sign to a tree stump.
Okay.
Or, I probably got a metal post, a sign post we can drive in and
Hill Cemetery doesn't make much sense to, I mean, you could put it up if you wanna, like a metal stake it until they figure out the
Right,
fence thing, but
right,
if you wanna identify it,
right. And the
where's that?
Hills, up by Zhang's.
Oh, yeah,
and the, car cemetery next door to you
Right.
has a 4x4 post there, so all we do is catch it.
screw.
Does your daughter want those other signs, wooden signs?
I will take those other signs back.
Okay.
Just throw it in your driveway.
So do you guys, the two of you wanna try to figure out how to hang
Yeah,
them?
we'll
Figure out
figure out
something here in the future.
And you want
Send
an
a
exact
thank you note
measurement,
to-
more or less, for hills, so that we can
You
get
can maybe
equal
write down.
Right.
thing, cause everybody's got a different footage. And I
Right.
know my guy went to the stakes all the way outside, he
Yeah.
even admitted that there was great stakes driven in there, that he thought marked the cemetery.
There's actually only 2 stakes at Hill, but Paul Zhang went out with me and showed me where.
Does that
It's
one have a
basically
shed in it?
inside that grassy
Something in there you like this.
brushy border that's around
There's
it.
no food.
It's basically inside that,
Yeah,
and then if you've been up there, there's a huge like stump there.
yeah,
So it'd be inside of that, and follow that straight across to the, near the telephone pole is right there, or power
yeah.
pole.
Well, if we go and do that and hang a sign, maybe we can just swing by and measure it someday.
Yeah.
So, but you're talking about the fencing being inside the actual border of the cemetery by
Right,
4 feet
right.
or so to
Yeah,
allow
right.
for brush hogging or whatever around to keep the land open.
All right, cause that's what MRM suggested, that you go inside your stake, so you
Right.
prevent what we have at some of these other cemeteries where stuff is growing.
Right, okay. I have a 100-foot tape measure if you need to borrow it.
I go with you.
Okay.
Doolin was gonna do the estimate on 100 by 150, so.
Now, the next question is, are we doing any sort of gate there?
Yes, and I think in the, Paula suggested we did it on the road that goes into it, right in the front there.
Yeah, so that's the other thing we would want people, when we do an estimate, like what, do we want a 10-foot gate, do we want an 8-foot gate?
I told Doolin that we wanted it wide enough so we could get a 0 turn through there, and then we want it bigger, that's fine, but at least it'll be wide enough so that you can get in and out of there without getting hung up on any.
Okay. So it sounds like the two of you will get accurate measurements,
Yep.
share them with Ashley.
Yep.
And we'll
Then go back to
go
our
back to
people.
other people and see. Okay. And Lynn has volunteered to write Jay Sargent a thank you note.
Yeah.
For the signs, cause he charges for
I
concert
could-
materials. It was $100.
I could, yeah, write one up and send it to you for review before I send it out.
Yeah, and I have his address here, so
Okay.
we're good there.
I personally thanked him Sunday, but.
Did you?
Just-
Well,
Yeah. I have to reach out.
I told him it was the least he could do.
Yeah.
We may need more in the future.
So,
well, it's always nice to get, do you want handwrite it out?
yeah.
Personal, a little
I'm
more
old, I'm
personal.
old fashioned, yeah.
Me too.
Okay. Anything else? What do we wanna discuss next month? Or do we, so that's, no, that's August.
Are we just temporarily giving up on surveying?
I can reach out, I didn't have time to
No,
reach out to him,
I
just,
know, I mean, and it's getting late in the year, maybe that's something we work on in the winter, getting something lined up and finding a way to.
right, well, I think what I was gonna do is I'm gonna reach out to Nate and say, could you give us an estimate on how much it would cost for you to survey out where the road would go? And maybe we do that as one piece, or see if he can't break it up for us. Because it's all computerized, he has the map on his machine now, so it's just a matter of plugging things in and working in the office.
Yeah, cause that might be something we wanna give to the select board before they craft their budget,
Budget,
because technically they should be shouldn't come out of the cemetery maintenance fund to develop the
I
cemetery.
wouldn't think so.
Right. Let me reach out to Nate and see what I can get from him.
Okay,
Maybe we can get.
between that and the fence at Hill, we'll be hitting them up for a few dollars, but
Right, exactly.
it's only gonna be a penny on the taxer.
Right,
Yeah.
right, exactly, exactly.
That's how you sell it, right?
Yep, okay.
It's only a cent.
What would we like to discuss next month, and when would we like to discuss next month? Shall we come up with a date?
Obviously, the fence will be an ongoing.
Yep.
Ongoing discussion.
Yeah.
Oh, on a side note, I sold 3 lots. One over here, 3 over there, sorry, 4 lots. And we brought in $3,000,
Oh, good.
so, not bad.
And does that money stay with the cemetery, or?
It goes in the general fund, it doesn't go back to us,
Okay.
so. Okay, date in August.
Well, I think that's also something good to tell the select board when we're asking for money for fencing, like, you know, we need $10,000 for fencing, well, we just brought you $3,000 into the general fund last year for fencing. I mean, for
For
selling
grazing
lots, so I think
yeah.
that's important for them to know.
And I anticipate selling another lot, possibly 2, Mark and I need to work on that, but, yeah. Yeah, if we can sell 3 to 5 lots a year, if we have them,
Right.
I got a question.
Mhm.
Has the cemetery committee, since I'm new, do they have like a mission statement or any of that?
No.
You know?
No.
Maybe we should adopt one so we can say that this is our mission and this is why we're coming to you for money. Cause this is what we want to do, this is what we, you know. Just to have, so
Right.
that they're not just thinking we're just making this up on the fly on the top of our head. You know, we actually have a job to do, we wanna do it and do it correctly, but we have no revenue, so
right,
you're the source of revenue.
right, and we probably should look at the policies that we already have to
Right.
see if we need
Yep.
to reword things now that we are a committee.
Right.
Granted, we still have a sexton, but we may need to adjust things, so.
But, you know, we can, you know, if we adopt something and just run it through the select board, you're gonna get the, I'll almost guarantee you some of it doesn't get read, so.
Do you have time up on the hill to research what
I
other
can play on
people's?
one, or I
Yeah.
can steal somebody else's.
Steal
that I
somebody
think
else's
is-
and adopt it
And I'll
as
look
ours?
around and see what I can find online.
Yeah, does Pasumsic have one?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, okay.
You don't have one?
Unless it's in one of those,
that
the
you
old
know
book that's got the
Yeah.
off pages maybe somewhere, but
You know, but just something to guide, so that
To
we're
guide, yeah.
guided too, you know?
Right, exactly. Okay, back to a date.
I mean, it's gonna be short, sweet,
Oh,
bang,
yeah,
but
yeah.
Right.
what it should be.
Do you wanna bring a mission statement in August, or do you wanna wait until September?
Well, I'll bring it in August.
In August, okay, so that'll be an agenda item.
I have so much to do at work.
We possibly will have a DAR date, maybe,
A what?
a DAR date. You're
Yeah,
gonna
I'll
talk
call
to Deb?
her.
Yeah.
So that'll be a,
Yep.
Okay, so when? Ashley, you're back to work the week of the 18th, right?
yeah, I think so. Something like that.
Do we wanna try for the 12th?
I'm not available, that doesn't mean I
I mean, I can
you
do
have
it.
a quorum without me, you,
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't
I'd
mind.
like to come.
I don't mind even if I'm back in school doing it on Tuesday, so.
I start coaching, that's my craziness,
Oh.
so I would have, if if we go after the 15th or after the 14th, I could do 6:30. So it doesn't matter to me if we wanna push it,
12th.
or if we wanted the 5th or the 19th.
Oh, the 19th. I can do the 19th.
I can do the 19th,
Can we do 6:30?
I can do 6:30.
Is that,
Mhm.
sorry, I don't mean to make you bend around me.
No, we have to work together.
So August 19th, 6:30. I may be coming in sweaty, but that's that. Okay. Anything else?
Well, if you wanna probably think about it this winter, but I think we should charge people more than just what they're called now. It used to be Kirk Everest, not that now, but
Hill House.
more than what he charges us, cause we're not making any money,
Right.
and that would, and every cemetery does it. It's not like it's
Right.
we're doing something illegal or whatever.
Right. So,
But that would give us a little bit of revenue on when we do bury somebody. I guess you could do it this year if you wanted, but
I'm hoping we're done burials for this year. Done for
But-
a few.
if not, definitely I would highly recommend it for
Right.
next year.
So that, if we waited and put it in place for next year, cause it's gonna have to go through select board approval, I would assume, correct?
For,
If we change our prices?
Yep.
So when we're working on the mission statement, we take the mission statement to the select board, what if we took them a revised pricing? Because I also had suggested a while ago, when we have the new section, instead of having a 1 lot and a 3 lot, that we get a 2 lot price. You know, cause I'm going in with my husband, my children aren't coming with me, so why do I want a 3-person lot?
Right.
You know? I can understand why they did it back
so
then.
you just wanna sell them by the lot, singular?
No, I don't mind if we had different sizes, because most of them are either 3x10 right now, or 9x10. Which is
Okay.
3 caskets
Mhm.
in that, so why are we not doing a 6x10, I guess? I don't know the logistics, I'm not,
Or if you just sold each lot individually and you bought 3 consecutive ones, then,
right,
yeah.
right, cause when they go down the road, there's
I-
no walkways
Not to
anymore in
be
between.
crass or anything, but anybody who's buying a cemetery lot, are they looking for the family discount when it comes to that time? Unless they're planning ahead, but even so,
Right,
if you're buying your lot years in advance of your death, you probably save money by buying it years in advance of your death,
right,
it's not like you're shopping Walmart and,
right. I mean, we do have a couple that there's large number of family members in
Right.
one lot.
Which, nowadays to have huge families is rare, but there is always that. But if we just sold them like Gary suggested, maybe if you want multiple lots and this is the area you've got to pick from.
Right.
right,
So, the only logistic thing we'd have to do is, granted they'll all be this way together, it's a matter of getting the mower down this way. Right? So. Or however that works, I don't know how they
Right.
mow, so, I don't know if they're far enough apart that they go this way, when the rows are like this, I don't know, I haven't paid attention.
Trying to think when Mrs. Kittredge was over there mowing when I was putting up the flags, I think she was going
She was just zipping this way, wasn't she?
east-west.
Yeah, so they're not going north-south, so maybe
But
it won't matter.
then she kinda turned around this way, so I don't know if she was in a different section of the cemetery at that point in time.
We can look at,
We'll figure it out.
kinda see what the layout is now and not veer off from a whole lot, so that we run into issues, we don't want 'em smacking stones.
Right, right. Okay. Okay. Anything else?
We heard anything more from Mrs. Lyons?
You and I will have a conversation.
Okay.
So,
Haven't had a chance to go over there to see if they've moved, veterans marker yet.
so, okay, at 5:43, I call the meeting to adjourn. Everybody in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed?